She didn't shout. She didn't cry. She didn't even look nervous. She just said it casually, like she was asking to borrow the car. "I need one night," she said, staring into her coffee. "One night with another man. No feelings. No strings. Just honesty." For a moment I thought I'd misheard her. "Say that again?" I asked quietly. She sighed, already annoyed. "I don't want to cheat. I want to be transparent. I feel like I've missed out on experiences. I just need one night to get it out of my system." One night. As if loyalty worked on a timer. As if marriage had a pause button. I looked at the woman sitting across from me, the same woman who once cried when I was 5 minutes late coming home. The same woman who used to say, "If you ever betray me, I'd leave without looking back." Now she was asking for permission to do exactly that. "What makes you think I'd ever agree to that?" I asked. She shrugged. "Because you're mature. Because you love me. Because you don't own me." There it was. The framing. If I said no, I was controlling. If I said yes, I was disposable. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't slam the table. I just leaned back in my chair and studied her. "Who is he?" I asked. She hesitated for half a second too long. "It doesn't matter," she said quickly. "This isn't about him. It's about me." That half second told me everything. This wasn't a hypothetical. This wasn't curiosity. This was premeditated. She already had someone in mind. Maybe already had him waiting. I nodded slowly. "And if I said no?" She frowned. "Then I'd feel trapped. Resentful. Like I never got to be honest with myself." Honest. That word again. I smiled faintly. Not because it was funny, but because something inside me finally clicked. For months, maybe years, I'd been shrinking to keep the peace. Explaining my boundaries like they were negotiable. Letting discomfort slide so she wouldn't feel limited. And now she was standing in front of me, asking me to approve my own replacement for a night. "Let me think about it," I said. She relaxed instantly. "That's fair. Take your time." She reached for my hand. I didn't pull away, but I didn't squeeze back either. That night, she slept like nothing had changed. I didn't. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying every red flag I'd ignored. The sudden gym obsession. The new clothes. The way she'd guard her phone. The way she'd accuse me of being distant. This wasn't about one night. This was about leverage. If I agreed, she'd never respect me again. If I refused, she'd resent me and justify it anyway. Either way, the marriage I thought I had was already gone. By morning I was calm. Clear. She found me in the kitchen, cheerful. "So, have you thought about it?" I poured my coffee slowly. "Yeah, I have." She leaned against the counter, confident. "And?" "I agree," I said. Her eyes lit up. "Really?" "Yes," I replied. "One night. No drama." She smiled, genuinely relieved. "Thank you. I knew you'd understand." She kissed my cheek and went to get dressed for work, already lighter. Already free. She didn't notice what I didn't say. I didn't ask for rules. I didn't ask for reassurance. I didn't ask for details. That should have worried her. Instead, she spent the day texting me like normal. Even affectionate. Around 4 p.m. she sent, "Tonight okay? I'll stay at a friend's." I replied, "Of course." Then I did something she never expected. I called a lawyer. Not to threaten. Not to negotiate. To prepare. By the time she texted again at 7:30, heading out, I had already emailed documents, reviewed timelines, and scheduled a follow-up. I wasn't angry. I was done. At 10:12 p.m. my phone buzzed. "Everything okay?" she asked. I smiled at the screen. "Perfect," I replied. I went to sleep before midnight. She came home around 2 a.m. I heard the door. The quiet footsteps. The pause in the hallway. She slipped into bed carefully, like a teenager sneaking in past curfew. I didn't move. The next morning she was glowing. Lighter. Almost proud. "Thank you for trusting me," she said softly. "I feel like this brought us closer." I looked at her and nodded. "I'm glad," I said. Later that day I packed a bag. She watched me from the doorway, confused. "What are you doing?" "I told you," I said calmly. "One night. No drama." Her smile faded. "Okay?" "I just didn't say whose night it would be," I continued. She frowned. "What does that mean?" I zipped the bag and looked at her for the last time as my wife. "You wanted freedom for one night," I said. "I chose freedom permanently." Her face went blank. "What?" she whispered. "I agreed to your request," I said evenly. "But I also agreed with myself that I'd never stay where loyalty is optional." She stepped toward me. "You're overreacting. It was just one night." I picked up my bag. That's the difference between us. Her voice cracked. Where are you going? A place where I'm not asked to compete, I replied. I walked past her out the door and didn't look back. Behind me she finally understood. The night she thought would give her everything cost her everything instead.